Hello and welcome to my program of creating animated and videos presentations using Powtoon. Powtoon is an online-based program that easy to use, interesting, and most of the time it's free. So before we start, first as in all presentations and all websites, you have to start. After clicking start, you always have to sign up. When you sign up, you can use your Google account, you can use your LinkedIn, you can use your email. That's pretty basic, and you can create a new project. As you can see, Powtoon will give you 5 different themes. So choose one or two things that you like or you prefer to, for example, infographics. Then Powtoon will give you a storyboard. So I'll give you some example. For example, like this. Second is describe a problem. This. Give you solution. Use this. Or you just leave it blank. Okay. And you can add more, like choose, or you just leave it blank, something like that. Okay. You click continue when you're done. Powtoon will create a story for you. Will create a set of slides that you can use and you can edit and you can upload and you can present it in front of the audience. Yeah, and then if you look at the layout, you can see in the middle there's like the canvas. On the left side there's a menu here, slides, and on the right side here you can see that layouts, background, text, library, objects, and everything. Now, if you look, this is very easy to understand, but one thing that is different compared to PowerPoint is the timeline here. So timeline determines the time that you are going to present. Let me show you how to do it. Now, let's start by making simple presentations like this. Let's take the blank spot over here, and then let's click on the layouts. See this? You can find a lot of different layouts that you can choose. And there is some text over here. Yeah. And there is some backgrounds you can choose. And then, for example, I want to use this background. Okay. And you want to add text. Look at this. You have to use this, which you have to switch your timeline. This is the timeline. If you click it, you can see this. There is a 10 seconds of a default for you to put your animations on. Click library and you can see lots of characters, props, emoji that you can choose. Objects also. Graphs. And it's all animated. And also some sounds. You can add your own sound or you can add music, import file, or whatever. Images also. You can upload your own image from your computer. Yeah. And you can put it in the database that you can always retrieve anytime. So that is important for you to have an account at Powtoon. Now let's start by put some characters here inside this canvas. How do you do that? It's easy. Just click one character, for example, like this. This looks like me. And then you can see that he's waving, and there are some icons here. If you click this, you can see that this icon contains the mood that you want to show. For example, you want him to have an idea. Then, you see that? She's changed. But if you want him to look angry, you can see that, right? Good. So I want him to look as a thinker. And I want to put it here. Just drag it. I want to look bigger. Okay? So, here you can also see how many times I want him to do the animations. I don't want him to do 4 times, 2 times, which is like add and reduce. But if you want to make it plain look, then he will think all the time, which is awesome, right? Okay, and then you can add text. You can add text bubbles here, right? You can add text. Oh, sorry. Yeah, text. And you can add text here too. Hello. Something like that. You can always drag here. Okay. And then you can add another object. For example, you can add more like anything you want to do. Or you can add backgrounds, different backgrounds. Interesting, right? So if you're done with this, you can always play. Yeah, you can start here and you can see. Did you like what you see? If you don't like it, you can always edit it. I want him to look like, not exactly like that, but in the seconds, or 1.5 seconds. But you can see, how can you do that? If you look at how he enters from the left to right, you can always click this. Yeah. So if you want him to look from down under, for example, okay, or you want him, to look like popping, yeah, and play animation just three times, then you can always do that. Interesting, huh? Okay, what about the text? I want the text to come up just a few seconds after he showed up. But I want the bubble comes first and the text comes later. Oops, so this one comes, okay. Yeah. You see that? The bubbles first and the text later. So if you want to see this, interesting, huh? So if you look at this again, I want to change the text using this way, and I want to give some effects on it. Just apply it, okay, and let's start again. It's interesting, right? It's easy to use and it's also fun to use. You can always change the background or you can add your own background. And about the timeline here, by default it's given like 10 seconds. You can always reduce it. Normally I use like 6 or 8 seconds. So you can always play it. Good. Now, what about the other slides? You can always move your slides up. You can always delete your slide if you don't like it. And then also, you can have a transition here that you want to do. And add, zoom in, zoom out, slice horizontal, whatever. You want to do this. You want to add. Then, if you have finished, you can always preview. See? So you can always check and recheck, review it, and make it better all the times. If you finish with this program, you're satisfied with the result, don't forget to save. To save it, you can name your files here. And you can always export it. If you export, you can export directly to YouTube, Vimeo, or Wistia. Or you can download a PowerPoint or PDF. Okay. If you click this and it will directly go to your YouTube account, make it into public, next, and it will be uploaded. And you select a category, for example, like education, or you want to make it private or public. Click it, and since you're using the free version, you're going to have like 480 pixels. So yeah, and you can upload it. Okay, so that's all for the Powtoon. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again. Goodbye.